Welcome back to Dream Juice Chronicles, episode 3. As always, I'm Josh here with Mason and Cade. How you boys doing?
Great.
Doing great.
Fantastic.
As you can see, it's the first in-person episode. When we're able to, we're going to try to get together and do it in person rather than over screen, get a little bit of better dynamic going between us. Got a little bit different episode today. We were pretty Marvel heavy, as we always will be, but today we're switching it up a little bit. NFL free agency's been going crazy. Going to talk about that a little bit. Got round 3 of the Marvel points back live and in person.
In-person Marvel points is going to be insane.
March Madness has also started, and so we've compiled or taken a special bracket that was posted in March Madness style, and we're going to rank that for you. And then we've got another ranking of some movies, and then we're going to end it off with what we are calling a Pick 6 3v3 Marvel characters, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get to it. So, news, current events, anything going on with y'all?
No, my team, the Bills, newly adopted team, stole your guy.
Oh, yeah. They did indeed.
Joey Bosa.
I expected that one.
You expected that one?
Yeah. I mean, there was expectations of him being, traded and signed somewhere else. So I kind of expected that. I expected Khalil Mack too, but we kept him. We signed him on again. So excited about that. I think I'd rather take Khalil Mack over Bosa if I had to choose between one of them. And then we just got Najee Harris. Pretty excited about that one too. We had
opens up the running game.
It does. It opens up a lot. We had J.K. Dobbins, which is just way too injury prone, and he got injured first year with us. So glad to have Najee Harris. So.
And then your team's completely different.
My Seahawks, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Swapping Geno and DK for Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp. I mean, I feel like the Sam Darnold's kind of a downgrade, I think. I don't know how to feel about Sam Darnold yet.
He did have the upside of Baker with showing him and their years after they left the Panthers.
I don't know how much of Sam Darnold was him getting the throw to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison all the time.
Yeah. It's hard to tell.
But I think Cooper Kupp still has some left in the tank. He got hurt, and I think there's a lot there to be said. So I'm a little excited about it. Yeah. But I would say my number one signing so far out of the NFL free agency, I think, is the Cincinnati Bengals being able to re-sign both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And I think regardless of how bad their defense has been, how much they lost, I think being able to hold on to both those guys in offense extends their contender window a little bit longer than what it was if they lost T or one of those guys.
They just need some O-linemen too, right?
Yeah.
Some O-linemen.
I mean that defense, if they don't get that defense straight, then it's going to be another season.
I just think as long as he's healthy, Joe Burrow's never going to be out of it. Even if they have an off year, they'll fight for a wild card and be one of those teams that might make a run for it and get the upper seats. But I think just being able to hold on to both of his weapons like that, it can go a long way.
It does a lot. I think that's probably. I was looking at the best receiver duo in the NFL, and that might be number one for me. To be honest, I think Chase is number one. I mean, before this past season, it was Jefferson for me, but Chase just had a season that just was like.
If they were a little bit better, Joe Burrow might have won MVP if they had a better record, just off stats and stuff.
It's just that whole defense. That whole defense is. I mean, every game they had was high scoring. I remember Chargers played them. Dude, I was stressing because that was like our one game we actually scored a lot just because their defense was so bad. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's important. And then the other one wasn't necessarily a free agency signing, but I had Washington trading for Deebo Samuel. Okay. I think he's still got a lot more in the tank too. People saying he's washed and getting overweight, whatever. But I think
you got to do something.
All the TikTok.
I think Jaden Daniels' ability to make playmakers out of his guys just in his rookie season was crazy. But now having like a solidified other option other than Terry McLaurin, having Deebo Samuel in that offense and Austin Eckler too, but just like adding Deebo Samuel to the mix, like that's gonna make Washington even better than what they were this past year.
Yeah. My number one. I had at the top was Devontae Adams with Nakua, with Rams even getting in the playoffs. So adding
and they re-signed Stafford too.
Yeah. So Stafford's got Devontae. You got a veteran with a really fresh guy with all that energy. Nakua, bro, he'd be laying out for all those. So I think, and he's gonna learn something from Devontae. So that might be a scary duo, to be honest. After seeing what Nakua can do, and I think Devontae obviously can prove that he can just go ball wherever. So. And then my number two, I had Devontae Adams with Nakua, with Rams even getting in the playoffs. So adding Devontae. You got a veteran with a really fresh guy with all that energy. Nakua, bro, he'd be laying out for all those. So I think, and he's gonna learn something from Devontae. So Yeah, the Bengals was at number 2 for me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how y'all feel about Justin Fields and the Jets.
I think he's got something to prove.
I think it's a good setup to.
I think we'll see his best season
make a name for himself
so far. I mean, I think it entices Garrett Wilson to stay with the Jets.
He did have a first good half season too before Russell.
He did.
He did. That's true. I don't know where your boy Russ is going to land though.
I don't either. Maybe
taking
nowhere.
all these visits.
Maybe nowhere. He might just retire and. Nah, he won't retire, but he could. They have a lot of money, man. Him and Ciara.
I wanted to see him at the Giants, but I think today Winston just got announced at the Giants.
Yeah, Jameis
at the Giants
for $8 million, 2 years for $8 million.
Yeah. So, and also your team, y'all also got one of our players is Joshua Palmer. I don't even care about that.
That'll be. I mean, that'll be a good weapon for.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen makes a lot of people look good.
It's a hit or miss. Like Joshua Palmer was like, he make a great play, and then he just doesn't do anything, and then he just makes a great play. I don't know.
He'll have that 20-point fantasy week and then drop 4 points.
He's just unpredictable. He's unpredictable. So I really wasn't mad. I mean, I think it's good for the Bills. I don't hate the Bills. I think them getting Bosa and Palmer, it's gonna be good for them.
Yeah.
We also re-signed Mike Williams. I'm actually happy.
Yeah, you get him back.
Yeah, get him back, man. I was upset. When we released Mike Williams or traded him, and then Keenan Allen too. I'd love to get him back, but he's getting old. But I was glad to get him back. And then who else we got? Hopkins to the Ravens. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think Hopkins? I mean,
I don't know. I feel like Baltimore's just one of those places where all the old receivers go.
Yeah.
What was it? Des Bryant.
I feel like you could have done more at the Chiefs, man. You could have done more.
Drop that wide open pass.
Hopkins, he's known for not doing that too.
I know. That's one guy I thought wouldn't have fallen off as quickly as he did. But
sometimes he has those years though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He just seems older, man. He seems older.
The thing about the NFL is you forget how focused you have to stay too as like a player. So like you don't put into account like the human factor of like if you get relaxed or you just thrown off your groove, especially moving like place to place.
The game moves so fast without you.
Yeah,
it's so hard to catch back
up.
So
if you're not doing like every little thing that you do every single day and keep it the same way, if you're not skilled enough, it's gonna take you over. And,
absolutely.
And some younger guy's gonna come in and
a guy like Hopkins being the best receiver in the NFL, the window of him being that was only so long, and then he gets hurt, traded, whatever. Doesn't go his way. Like I said, it's just
I feel like getting traded that's a huge factor, and they just probably don't fit in the next team or something. But last on the list was this one's smaller, but it's just Zach Wilson going to the Dolphins. Just something I wanted to point out there. I feel like the whole season he had with the Jets when Aaron Rodgers went down, it was actually pretty hype because he won that game that he went down in. I just think he's a really good QB2. I think if you had you had him as a QB2, it's a good backup. So
there's always that one white quarterback.
Yeah,
like who's the one of the Cowboys that won?
Cooper Rush. He signed with Baltimore,
and then
actually he'll back up Lamar.
The Italian guy, everyone was like,
on the Giants, DiNucci. No, that was DeVito. DeVito. Ben DiNucci was the backup on the Cowboys a couple years ago.
That's what I was saying. That won the game or something that came in.
But DeVito was the one the last couple years. I think he re-signed with the Giants actually.
Yeah.
And
so with Zach Wilson, he's QB2 for Tua as of right now, right?
Yeah, he'll probably end up playing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said I actually like that, dude. If Tua, if Tua dies, with another head hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's what it's looking like, bro. Everyone thought he was gonna retire after that last concussion. I was like, bro,
I never thought he was coming back.
I thought he's done. But dude, if something happens and he's just like, and Zach Wilson gets a chance, I think Zach Wilson could actually earn him a spot if he actually. Zach Wilson probably thinks he doesn't have another chance.
I don't think he'll fade out. I think it's kind of been a trend in the NFL seeing these guys that have been backups and bounced around for a long time and then finally getting their shot. I mean, you see Baker doing it, but he wasn't necessarily a backup. But you see guys like Geno Smith and Sam Darnold, especially two guys recently
That's crazy.
that were like that for
it's cool to see
a long period of time. And then all of a sudden they get in the right situation and they make the most of it. So not necessarily saying Zach Wilson's down that path, but I mean, I don't see him getting out of the league anytime soon. I think he's a good quarterback. So
be interesting. So It's also why I love all this too, because it's like you go into the season with like, oh, it's time to like I gotta see how these people.
This
how
has
they
been
do,
definitely been one of the more eventful free agency windows
Yeah.
in the NFL, and then obviously there's a pretty loaded draft class coming up here in a month or so. So that'll be interesting to see where those guys land.
All I know is, and I know you have a taste in it, is how not necessarily lucky the NFL has like 2 different departments for. And now the college is kind of getting to it too, and being in that, but like having to be your own personnel department at the same time is such a pain. And not only that, but college, you got to like make sure they're going to class and make sure that they're.
It's just a lot of stuff you don't have to worry about.
Oh my gosh, I know, and so it's stuff that you normally have someone that is there for them. Like in the NFL, it's like everything else covered. You're just coaching football, and that's it. And that's nice. I'm jealous of that factor. But,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I can't imagine the difference from
yeah,
college.
I mean, we could do a whole podcast on the difference of like
how
messed up college football is right now.
Next agenda, man.
Crazy. Yeah.
Right after that, everybody's favorite segment, round 3 of Marvel
this
points.
early in the podcast.
Very early this week. I'll have to say, Cade has already come out and told us a couple days prior to the recording of this that his quote was going to be very close.
My intention is to get Mason.
Yes,
Every time I'm looking for a quote, I usually like to. I mean, if it was called close, if we were all tied right now, I'd be just kind of chilling. I just kind of throws one out. But I really had to dig for one to really get Mason. Cause
Mason has not missed yet.
Yeah, he hasn't missed. We got to give him a miss. Once he misses, then I'll probably start taking it easy on Josh. But
On Josh. All right, the score right now is 4. I have 4.
4-2-0.
The way it works is all 3 of us come with a quote, and we're ready to give it. And when you give it, the person writes it down, and it's got to be the movie it's from and the person that said it in Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So you can get, and if you get both correct, you'll get 1 point, and then half a point for either the movie or the character who said it.
All right, so. Cade's up. Let's hear it.
Quote, first in-person quote, giving it live right now. I spent half my life trying to keep this technology out of the hands of a Stark.
Okay.
I ain't always already writing, bro.
Dude,
I didn't get him. Who and what movie? You guys want me to say it again?
Say it again while we write stuff down.
I spent half my life trying to keep this technology out of the hands of a Stark.
There's about like 3 people that I have in my head, and I don't know if any of them are right.
If Mason gets it, bro, I'm doomed, bro.
I don't think mine's right. But I won't be surprised when I hear the answer.
All right, here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna ask one of you to show me.
Okay.
And then Josh is gonna, and then you guys are gonna like show the camera. Go up there, show the camera, and then I will tell you if it's right or wrong.
Josh goes first.
All right. Here's mine.
All right.
Josh.
This is.
I'm not.
What'd you say?
I went Mysterio from Far From Home.
That's not bad. That's actually a good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah. This dude,
Let's go,
he
baby.
got it right again.
You know it.
What
You know it.
Ant-Man, Hank Pym.
Oh my.
Give me that, boy.
Oh,
Give me that.
dude, I don't know.
Man.
All right, here you go. Mine should be easy. Y'all both should have this.
You take it easy.
All right.
Take no chances.
Here it
with
is,
me.
right here. All right. Mason's quote in 3, 2, 1. I'm not overly fond of what follows.
Easy money.
Oh my! I know this quote. And
I'm trying to get Josh.
I literally
to
blanked.
I'm
I
trying to get Josh
have it
some
in my
points.
head. I have it in my head. I know this.
Dude, you better get
And
it.
I
Josh.
can't.
You
I
better
just
get it. Can I
blanked.
show you mine?
Yeah, let me see it. All right, Cade got it.
I'll go ahead and show mine on the cam.
Josh is
You know I'm
writing,
right, boy.
buddy. You're writing it down. The quote once again is, "I'm not overly fond of what follows."
Dude, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna be so
Let me
pissed
see
off
it.
because
Let me
like
see.
I just like.
He got it. Thank you, Josh. I'm on board. Thank you. I'm like, Josh,
Dude,
I'm
I
on
had the scene in
board.
my head and I just blanked. Oh
Nice.
Let's
nice.
go.
All right.
Nice.
I am
Here's the-
officially on the board with a full point. Not even half.
All right.
All right, you got yours? All right. Here we go. My quote is, "Hiya, champ. How was school today?"
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Let me put the cat back on the pin right here. I gotta think.
Give you a little time.
Hi, champ. How's school today? Man.
Dude, I've heard. I've heard. Like, it's familiar.
Can I get a point with this one too? Put myself back in.
Yeah. Aren't we doing points if no?
Yeah.
Get it
So
right?
if nobody gets it correct, then is it a half point or a full point?
I think
for
we
the
just
person?
said half.
It's half a point to the person
I think it's
who
just
gives
half
the quote.
as a reward.
Yes.
Kind of like a, yeah. Can you say it one more time for me?
Hiya, champ. How was school today?
All right, I'm gonna show Josh mine. I don't think it's right.
Dang,
You're on the right track, but it's wrong.
Dang.
You're thinking correct,
Okay,
but it's
okay.
wrong.
All right. First time I lost.
Dude, if I had like an hour to think about this, I could probably get it.
There we
but
go.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna have to.
We came ready this week. Dream Juice.
Golly. That's crazy. You
I
got
don't even know.
a few seconds before you have silence on the podcast. So I lost that one. +1 or 2.
Cade,
0.
you got half a point.
What? I got something right.
You got half a point correct.
Which one is it?
So,
Wait, I'm showing my thing first. This is what I put. This was a.
hiya, champ. How was school today? Is Hank Pym and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Talking to Scott whenever he
man.
strings him and picks him up.
Oh, so
you were
I got
right.
the movie
Yeah,
right.
I was on
Yeah, but you got. So
I
you
was on
got,
the right
so
side.
you
He said
got
it
half a
to
point.
who?
Hank Pym says it to Scott. He was shrunken, real small, and he picked him
Oh, dude! I thought
so we
Scott
got-
said it to
up. His daughter. No,
Cassie.
it was Hank to Scott.
Dang.
Double Hank quotes today.
That's crazy. Out of anybody.
I know.
Hank.
Hey.
So
That's
that wraps
crazy.
that up. I'm happy finally on the scoreboard.
So what's okay? Never mind. Now keep going.
So March Madness just started. It's March, great time of year. Everyone's filling out their brackets, and so I will put this up on the screen. ESPN released a bracket not related to basketball, but related to kind of the podcast that we're doing with movies, and it is the Disney Channel March Madness, and they took Disney Channel original shows and Disney Channel original movies. Not Disney movies, but the original movies they made for the Disney Channel. This is like 2000s, like maybe early 2010 stuff. There's not a lot of recent stuff here.
Yeah.
And so they compiled a bracket here, and so we're gonna go through the bracket, and there's 3 of us here, and we'll all vote. So there'll always be a winner. There'll be no ties. So I got the bracket pulled up. I'll put the matchups on screen for you all, and so
It's generational too.
It is.
Because I was looking through it, and some people haven't seen some of these. I bet you haven't seen. Have you seen That's So Raven ever?
Yes,
seen
I'm not too young for That So Raven.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
But
probably a few.
there's a few.
I've heard
there's
of
a few
all of them.
movies. I've heard of all of them. There's a few movies I have not seen.
I have not yet sat down and watched. I've
And
heard
so-
all of them.
Yes.
I've seen everything on this list, so
All right.
I feel
So
old.
this first side, so all the shows are on one side and all the movies are on one side. So they'll only ever go against each other in
So
the championship.
question: we're going through each game, I guess you would say, between each show and movie,
We'll
and we're voting.
taking a vote on
Whoever
that.
the most votes
Yep.
has wins.
Yep,
Okay.
there'll never be a tie. So the first one, we're going with the series first. We've got That's So Raven versus Phineas and Ferb.
Man.
So what do y'all think? I mean, I'm a little young for That's So Raven, but I have seen it. But Phineas and Ferb, I really grew up with.
If I'm being honest, y'all.
It's a banger of a show.
You like Phineas and Ferb?
That's So Raven.
I hated it. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. Every time, bro. Every time the show, like it used to be like Disney. It used to be like Good Luck Charlie was on.
Yeah.
And I'd be like tuned in, eating Fruity
Good Luck
Pebbles or
Charlie's
something.
a banger,
It's
dude.
banger.
That's one of the best shows.
Bro,
ever.
but then once I heard that it's 104 days, I'll be like, oh, clink. It's time to go play outside.
Man, don't miss it out. Well,
You're missing out.
I'm telling you, my
Bro, one
vote-
of them doesn't even talk. What do you mean? We got one
my-
dialogue. Here.
my vote is
Every
Phineas and
episode's
Ferb.
the same.
So that's
I see.
I do like the platypus. Perry.
Perry, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I vote for That's So Raven. I actually like That's So Raven. Like that's probably
That's
one of
right,
my top
was cool.
my top TV.
That's
shows.
like an OG one too.
It's like a good like concept too. Like
yeah, it's good. Yeah. And Phineas and Ferb, every episode is like kind of like the same. Like
Yeah,
you know, the sister
that's true.
tries to bust some.
Yeah.
I get you. That's the Raven's kind of one of the first shows that when Disney Channel really like took off, I guess, for our generation. That was like one of the original. Like,
Well,
so you guys both. All right, so That's So Raven is moving on. Our next matchup: Wizards of Waverly Place versus Lizzie McGuire. So y'all have any thoughts on these two?
you guys probably don't know Lizzie that well.
I
That was-
know of
Lizzie-
it. Seen it.
Lizzie
but-
was like older than That's So Raven, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wizards of Waverly Place was definitely like my time for sure.
I
Wizards
agree. I'm
is-
probably right in the middle. And Wizards was kind of starting whenever I was getting older.
Mhm.
But Wizards is still better.
Wizards is good. It had a huge what do you call it? Like it led up to the movie. Like they talked about the wizard competition for every episode. And you're like, oh, and then they made a movie about the competition.
They did a good job with it. Yeah.
And then the episode, they brought in like all these different like things, like angels of darkness and werewolves. Like, bro, dude, it was getting crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I was tuned in, bro.
But Lizzie McGuire did end the movie too. And actually,
I don't even really remember. I remember seeing it.
I'm still voting Wizards, but Lizzie is better than people realize.
I think Lizzie wasn't Lizzie like literally might have been like the first show that really like took off, but
that one, it definitely was.
But I'm Wizards.
Yeah, Wizards too.
I like how it's generated. I'm Wizards for sure.
Wizards sweep. All right, so next matchup: Hannah Montana versus Kim Possible. I think this is kind of a pretty. I think two heavy hitters.
This one's actually hard for me. This one's hard for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I had to go with my honest opinion, and I probably spent more time watching Hannah Montana than Kim.
I agree with
Kim Possible was dope,
Yeah,
but I gotta be honest
with
with myself and tell Hannah Montana was just like it was just more popular.
I think
And
they
she's talented too.
Yeah.
I think they should have matched up
Good
Kim
concept,
Possible with
too.
Phineas and Ferb or something. Have the
they
animated
should've,
shows
they
together.
should've,
But my
they
vote's
should've.
going with Hannah Montana. That took
Sweep
the
it.
world by storm.
That
for
was
sure.
And then movies on that one too. She had the huge movie on that.
Yeah, so we going Hannah Montana sweep.
Hannah Montana for sure.
All right, and then our last matchup of the series is Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and the Proud Family.
Honestly, the Proud Family might be. I don't even know if I remember that one.
I'm saying hands down, my
It's
vote
Zack and
is
Cody for
Zack
sure.
and Cody. That's my
Yeah.
favorite Disney show of all time.
Proud Family is freaking good though. Like
Let me zoom in.
I hate that.
I will never vote against Zack and Cody. That's my favorite show
I'm
ever.
taking you're gonna keep it going.
I watched it all the way through. I watched Sweet Life on Deck all the way through. Watched all the
Man.
movies. Like that was my.
I'm
thing
gonna give.
growing up.
I think. Are y'all going both?
Since I'm going what?
Where do you go?
I'm going Zack and Cody.
I'm
Where do you
going
go?
Zack and
I'm
Cody.
gonna go Proud Family just because it deserves some respect. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because it's actually a good show. Like if it wasn't going against that, it would beat a lot of the other
All right.
ones too.
I do want to say. Oh, I do want to ask you since Deck isn't on there. Did you like Zack and Cody or On Deck better?
Zack and Cody started like when like Hannah Montana was going.
Yeah.
And so like they did their like crossover episodes and I really like that. And then really when I got into the age of really watching Disney Channel is like towards the end of Zack and Cody when On Deck started. And like that's when like
good
Charlie was
transition,
going.
yeah.
And so like I remember On Deck a lot more and so like I like that one, but Zack and Cody was just my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the movies. We've got High School Musical, probably the number one seed, and Jump In.
High School Musical.
High School Musical, no debate.
No debate.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, Jump In goes hard, but
It
it
does.
doesn't. It like it got unlucky in the bracket. It
It
got unlucky
really
in the
got
bracket.
unlucky.
Like
Yeah,
that's the
it got
worst spot to
unlucky.
be.
I will ask.
Playing the Chiefs first round.
Yeah, ask a side question here because this is the only one on here. Which is the best High School Musical? 1, 2, or 3?
Dude, that's hard. It's not one for me. I'll tell you that. I did want to say
It's 3's the best put together. It's like
I like 3. Yeah,
the most well put together. 2 is just like pure fun. You know what I
it's
mean?
just fun. Yeah,
Pure
3.
fun.
3's like
Although Zach, what's his name in there? Troy was right. You know what I mean? Troy was right. Everyone was against Troy
and
for
2.
trying to.
Oh
chase
yeah,
his
that was
dreams,
why
man.
Sharpay trying to help him out and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
like
bro.
Sharpay, the better girl right
Yeah,
now.
I know. She helping him out.
All right,
And then
so
she just, you know.
I don't think any girl will be doing what she was doing in that. Honestly,
Way after she's not, you know.
I know.
all right, so High School
Go your
Musical
way.
sweep.
Go ahead.
High School
What's
Musical sweep.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
All right, next matchup: Camp Rock versus Cadet Kelly.
Oh,
I have never seen Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Kelly was good.
Camp
man.
Rock was-
Cadet Kelly was actually really good.
Camp Rock was a classic.
I don't really
Around my
remember there being much cheesiness, even though there's very. It could have. I don't know. Cadet Kelly was good. But
Your
it's
honest
still-
opinion? I have to
it's
say
still
Camp Rock.
Camp
There's
Rock.
too many
Camp Rock
good.
is-
It's too many talented people in Camp Rock.
Yeah,
Say.
Camp Rock was
just the
like-
cast alone for Camp Rock
Yeah.
was just.
When did Camp Rock the first one come out after all 3, or did it come out in the middle of High School Musical? I know High School.
I want to say that.
I want to sort towards the tail end of it.
Yeah.
till the end.
Almost.
Yeah, imagine if Camp Rock came out before High School Musical. Do you think it'd probably have
Yes.
Yeah.
like High School Musicals? You think it would? And they also didn't make a third one for it.
No.
They should have. Honestly, I like.
I
both.
think the Jonas Brothers took off too fast
Yeah.
that they weren't,
That dance
coming back for a
did them
Disney
dirty,
Channel
too.
movie.
Yeah. After they did Camp Rock, it's
Yeah.
kind of like over. You know.
So Camp Rock sweep.
yeah.
Camp Rock.
Camp
All
Rock.
right, next matchup: Halloween Town versus Lemonade Mouth.
I like the music stuff apparently because Lemonade Mouth. takes
Lemonade
it.
Mouth was
Lemonade
definitely
Mouth
my
is
generation.
really good, bro.
Lemonade
It's
Mouth is probably the
lemonade.
newest thing on this list because I remember that Lemonade
Bro.
Mouth vividly from
Yeah.
my childhood. But
Lemonade.
love Lemonade Mouth.
I'm telling you,
That's-
Lemonade Mouth, bro.
You got it on your
You got a
playlist
list
already,
I
man.
did. But anyways, yeah, Lemonade Mouth, bro. That's probably like it's like as an album for it. It's crazy how many good songs they put on an album for a Disney movie.
Yeah.
As I gotta say that was
So we sweeping.
Yeah, sweeping.
All right, and then the last of the movie matchups, we have Cheetah Girls versus Luck of the Irish.
No, y'all ever seen Look at the Irish?
I've seen both,
I've-
but both are very vivid for me.
I have not
Like,
seen Cheetah Girls.
I remember Look at the Irish being fun. So
Like the Irish was fun. I remember Cheetah Girls was just like it was cool. I think I went ahead and did Cheetah Girls just because it's more like. I feel like I remember seeing it more than I feel like I saw Look at the Irish once, kind of barely remember. I remember it being fun though.
Guy, huh?
Yeah.
I'm saying Look at the Irish.
Really?
I haven't seen Cheetah Girls,
All right.
so I guess I'll go with the one I have seen, Luck of the Irish. So
Okay,
we'll
just
move-
do that.
all right. So
All right.
all right. So on to round 2. We have the
TV shows?
The semifinals of the or not semifinals. We have That's So Raven versus Wizards of Waverly Place.
Man, that's a tough one.
It's getting hard. It's getting hard.
I want to Wizards of Waverly Place, to the point Cade made, definitely had a more of a like
Impact.
more of an impact,
It's
but it was
getting
also
real
more of a like
generational. It's getting real
a
generational.
cohesive story build up to
Yeah.
like they tied everything together. You know, That's So Raven. It was almost like very sitcom-y, episodic, just
Yeah.
something. There wasn't like a big overall, which you don't necessarily have to have that always,
Yeah.
but it would just Wizard of Waverly Place. I just had so many like big events.
Yeah, it had so many big events. It had you staying like tuned for so long. Like
Yeah.
they brought in, like I said, the new. They brought in the new types of what do you call those magical people like angels of darkness and werewolves, and it just kept you tuned and.
My vote will be
it's
Wizards.
All right. I did say That's for Raven the other night, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, you guys persuaded me for Wizards because
Okay.
it is
Persuaded
more
you?
well put together.
All right, so
That's so Raven has some nostalgia for me though because
Yeah.
I love that show. But
all right, so
Wizards.
Wizards.
This is making me want to go watch all of these
Yeah, I know.
again. I'm
All
not
right.
gonna lie.
Wizards moves on. So we've got the two really heavy hitters: Hannah Montana versus Zach and Cody.
That's hard.
that's easy. Zach and Cody.
Like I said, I'll never vote against Zach and Cody.
Really?
Like those are
Yeah.
my boys, man.
That's
It probably
Zach
slipped back in Cody.
Man, no debate. A lot easier
No
on there.
debate,
I know
yeah.
if we had some girls on the pod, we'd maybe have a
Probably.
little bit more of an argument. But
Yeah.
Zach and Cody for sure for me. Now on to the movies. We have High School Musical versus Camp Rock.
High School Musical. Well, I don't.
High School Musical.
It's still High School Musical. It just gets hard with High School Musical because it is my least favorite. It doesn't say
Yeah.
like the High School Musical.
I
series,
think
it's just High School-
Yeah,
I think
just
Camp
the
Rock
first
might
one.
be better than the first.
It might
High School
be better.
Musical, but as far as
It's hard.
just,
Yeah.
you know, as a whole, the
Yeah.
event, what
Yeah.
it impact everything, I might have to
Are
do
we?
High School Musical.
It just yeah.
But it's like I don't know.
I'm going
If-
High School Musical by far.
Okay.
I'm not
I-
voting against High School Musical, bro.
yeah.
I'm not.
I think
I'm just talking
still,
first movie.
but I
It
might
has
have to agree
its
that
flaws.
because I think
You are. So
even
you're
if you
strictly
ask,
talking first movie because I'm
Just
in my
first
head.
movie.
I'm thinking about all.
No, I'm taking it all off. I'm looking at everything, and even
High
through the
School Musical?
cheesiness, High School Musical for me.
I agree with that because I think even if you
It's
went
still
out and
High
asked
School Musical.
asked people today, more of them are gonna remember and
Yeah.
know High School Musical than they are Camp Rock.
Yeah.
As big as Camp Rock was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
High School Musical.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then we've got Lemonade Mouth and Luck of the Irish.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Lemonade
is hard.
No question.
It's crazy how good they
No.
made Lemonade in that show. You remember that? You remember that
Yeah,
little
dude,
old
that-
Lemonade?
I remember
I was
that.
like, well, I need one of them right
Dude,
now.
me and
That
Mom were
whole-
talking
that
that whole summer leading up to it, because you know
Yeah,
when
dude.
they have their like summer preview, by the end of the summer we're premiering this movie, and they advertise it all summer, man. That Lemonade,
Yeah.
dude.
And the way they tie
Dude,
in all the
yes.
characters too, like they all meet in detention. It's just like different variations of all these different type of students, and they're just like you have a singer, a drummer.
Dude.
It's a clever way to like put it. In
How
movie
many movies of kids meeting in detention though? That, like, can there be?
What?
Like, there's
Think there's
so
a
many. Think about all the high school movies where kids meet in detention. Obviously, your old school. Don't you forget it? I can't remember the name of it now. It's a classic.
Pitch Perfect.
No.
Oh,
But it's
Breakfast
all-
Club?
Breakfast Club.
Oh, I was like-
Breakfast
I was
Club
like,
started
wait,
off.
what?
All right, then you have. You guys ever seen Killing? What's that? John something John.
Killing John.
You know
what I'm talking about?
Killing.
I know what you're talking
older
about.
school movie.
Oh,
yeah, with that
Killing
Brandon
John.
Schwartz
The
also.
Killing of John. What is that movie?
I don't know, but that one they meet in detention. All the girls do, right? Or
Yeah,
volleyball
correct.
in detention. And then you have this kind of random, the new Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, no, I was about to mention that.
the new Power Rangers where Billy slaps a dude.
Yeah.
Like, did you just slap me? Yeah, I did. They're meeting in detention too.
I was gonna mention that new Power Ranger.
What else? Jumanji. They need attention. Jumanji, the new Jumanji.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very.
It's an interesting plot point.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's.
Yeah. I guess I never thought about it, honestly.
I just now thought about it. I didn't.
But then again, they started a whole band in detention.
Yeah.
I remember they just started singing
That's
and they
crazy.
were just like rocking out. Oh man, it's a banger, bro.
All right, so semifinals. The finals of the show side, we have Wizards of Waverly Place versus Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
We know what
Probably
Josh's is.
Disney's two most popular shows outside of Hannah Montana. Or
Mine's, I mean,
I'm
sorry,
going
bro.
Zach and
Mine's
Cody.
Wizards.
I can't.
Mine's Wizards, bro.
It's a Wizards, bro. Mine is Wizards.
bro.
I can't hate the decision.
Yeah.
I can't hate the
It's-
decision.
I think
It was
you-
what it was.
You know, we all, as kids, bro, something just was on. Something we just happened to fell in love with one of the shows we liked as just a kid. You know what I mean? And it's this is what makes it so fun. It's just like I can picture Josh. I could have easily just fell in love with Zach and Cody just as much as Josh did, but it just happened to be Wizards for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's Wizards for me. So
All right, so Wizards moving on to the finals, and then we have High School Musical versus Lemonade Mouth. Old school versus new school musicals here.
Yeah. Definitely.
I just said
Musical.
they think it's High School Musical.
Yeah. It's High School Musical.
All right,
The only thing that rivals
Even though-
is Camp Rock, in my opinion, on that side of the bracket.
all right, and then the championship for Ultimate Disney Channel, property, show or movie, we have Wizards of Waverly Place versus High School Musical.
I'm gonna go really into like detail and let you know that it's because we're strictly talking about High School Musical 1. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Wizards. If we're talking about High School Musical as a whole, because that is a whole show versus one movie.
Yeah.
If we put all High School
It's
Musicals, it's High School Musical. High School Musical, the series, like all three of them versus Wizards, I'm taking that. But if it's
Might
strictly,
be a good point there.
It's a very good point.
It's because all these other
Very
ones, these are singular movies. They're not talking about just as
I
a
know,
whole.
Yeah.
High
I
School
know.
Musical.
That's why I said it gets really tricky.
How many seasons was Wizards? of
It's a
Waverly
lot,
Place?
bro. With a movie,
I mean, think about how many hours of runtime.
and
like,
they're
let me
making
see.
one right now. I'm
Yeah,
not
they're-
saying that
they're-
count. I'm
yeah,
saying they're.
I know,
I'm just
they're
saying
rebooting
that.
it. I think you might have persuaded me right there. Mason, what's?
It's just an unfair battle. Like right off the bat, I'd probably say
It is unfair battle.
Um,
If we want to make it even, which it would make it even, because that's a lot of episodes from that show. Because I rewatched it when they came out with Disney Plus, which was like 2019.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, dude, I'm watching Wizards again. I watched the whole thing through. I was working at Costco. Literally was watching on my lunch break every time. I was like, bro, I can't believe I'll watch this again.
so. That
Whatever I
means
want.
that
was-
means it was 40. You're going 42 hours runtime versus 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's tough. But I'm gonna say High School Musical.
Man,
Really?
musical.
Yeah.
boy
I
over
feel like
there.
it's just so. I mean, High School Musical original is just so OG, but it's just like it's hard to watch again. Like if I were to turn on High School Musical right now, I'd probably go straight to the third one.
Yeah.
But like it's just
I'm more
the first one's
more likely to watch Wizards through again in its entirety than, like you said, go back to High School Musical
I
and
don't
watch
know
all three
yeah.
rather than skipping.
I don't know
to
the next
second
time I'm
one or
gonna like
anything.
willingly want to turn on the
One.
first High School Musical.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never turn. I'll probably never turn on Wizards.
Oh really? Like I said, I watched the whole thing through in 2019 when Disney came out, and I'll probably like it's making me talking about making me want to watch it again because it was hype, bro.
So what? So I'm saying High School. You're saying Wizards.
I'm saying
think
Wizards.
I think I'm gonna go Wizards.
Man,
Yeah.
So
so
Wizards is the Disney
Bro,
Channel
it's that-
champion.
here's the
Um,
thing though. Drake and Josh wipes Wizards
Yeah,
off.
white.
Hey,
Drake and
it
Josh
does.
wipes everything.
Yeah.
It does.
And I know that's-
we don't.
I
We
know
don't.
that's-
We
Why?
might
Yeah.
need to.
We need to. Oh, Nickelodeon.
do a
one?
Nick. Do a
Dude,
Nickelodeon.
put it on the agenda.
We will.
We'll go backwards
We'll
because
do
Drake and
a-
Josh takes
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come up
We're
with
supposed
a
to-
Nickelodeon bracket next time we do
man.
a bracket
Those
segment.
two just by themselves.
But
No.
that was our Disney Channel
gotta make
March
the bracket.
March Madness. So next up on the agenda, I don't know if you boys saw recently the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 came out, dropping I think this July on Netflix, and so it got us thinking, what are your top 5 Adam Sandler movies of all time? And so our next ranking will be the best Adam Sandler movies.
We're doing this individually.
Yes,
Okay.
individually.
We're doing five. Top five?
Give them your lists. So if any of y'all, you look ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's
I have,
go for it.
I have it on deck. So I listed them all and I starred them, and then a lot of these have to do, in my opinion, of like time of my life and like what just like
That's
like
yeah.
a lot of these movies are the exact same, and he plays the exact same character, and I think it's important to let them know that but the funny thing is like all these are so good, like bedtime stories nowhere near my list, but that's a really good.
It's
movie.
No,
hard.
100%.
It was
it's
hard.
it's not
Really
in
good
mine.
movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
going through and looking.
Don't get us
through
wrong whenever we
his
disclude
whole
movies.
like
Yeah.
thing. Like
Don't get
there's
it wrong.
so many more than I remembered, and I'm like, dude, that's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
And it didn't crack me.
It's crazy.
Bedtime Stories is a great example. Of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Bedtime's like I didn't even put it down here,
Yeah.
but so right off the bat, going from 5 to 1. So my 5th best was Click, and I say Click just because it was like one of his more emotional ones that like he actually like legit made me like tear up a little bit, like at the very end where he's like,
Dude,
running
it turned
around.
emotional fast. Like
Quick.
it went
You don't
heavy
expect it.
quick.
Yeah.
No, you didn't expect.
And so I think that one's a very well put together, kind of get your emotions going. So Click, number 5. Number 4, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. I think it's just like pretty good guy, funny, you know. It's just kind of like probably wouldn't work now, like nowadays, but it's freaking good.
That's the one with Kevin James, right?
Yeah, Kevin James. So 2 really good comedians that are just going off each other, which is great. And then kind of like getting after a sensitive topic, which is always funny. It's a recipe for funny. So and then number 3, which is probably more like it might make your list too, but was Blended, which is probably one that's not like. It's kind of a very random one with Drew Barrymore, but I think it just, I don't know why, but it always
It's more, it makes random Adam Sandler movies makes more, it's more interesting. I don't know how to explain it.
Like
Just
that
let
one
Adam
is,
Sandler play Adam Sandler.
Yeah, just let him do it. So.
like that, and then just go with
Those
it. Very
were the two
similar.
I exactly.
Very
yeah.
similar, yeah. But Blended just kind of worked for me because I don't know, it just worked out well. Number 2 is just Grown Ups, just go to the movie. Remember seeing it on my birthday when I was like friggin' 10, something like that. Yeah. And just there's no plot to it whatsoever. It's just they're just hanging out the whole time.
I will have to say I don't know if y'all's opinion on this, but the fall off from Grown Ups 1 to Grown Ups 2 is massive.
Oh yeah, Grown Ups 2 is trying to. I didn't even put.
I'm not gonna like. They're both equally. I both saw them as like I will agree in a way, but. They were both super funny. Like I was like, I kind of just like on my like they're just together. Like, kind of on my list.
Yeah. There's no reason for Grown Ups 2, but I mean it is what it is. And then number 1, but I will add a honorable mention here, which was Billy Madison, which I love Billy Madison, but I just couldn't justify being over any of these. Number 1 is Happy Gilmore for me. So
not a bad list.
That was a good one that always stuck with me.
I didn't expect. I really didn't know what to expect from either. With him being my brother, I really did not know what to expect from you.
Yeah.
Are you good to go? Or
I'm good to go. Yeah.
All right.
Mine was hard, dude. I really could not even like. I was started with top 10 just to kind of get the idea going, but dude, it's like hard. Like you said, with Adam Sandler playing the same. So this is what I concluded on. At number 5, I put Grown Ups 1 and 2 is at number 5.
Okay.
So it's just like, it's also hard because you're also trying to go sometimes performance versus your entertainment. Mm-hmm. So you're like, they did a good job making this movie versus like my entertainment. So that was more like entertainment right there. Number 4, performance wise and entertainment, I could say, I put Waterboy. Number 4. I just remember, I watched that. I remember, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember watching it all the time. It's just a really good performance. Everybody knows that movie. Super funny. He actually is different. Like that's one movie he's different in that I'll accept. Like usually I don't like when they switch Adam Sandler. Yeah. Like probably the last movie on there is Hubie Halloween. Remember they dropped that one? I was like, bro, stop. Hubie Halloween. All right, number 3, bro. You want to do this? Number 3, bro. Funny. Jack and Jill. I love Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill, bro. That movie's so. And also performance-wise, he's playing 2 characters.
Yeah.
Really good job. Yeah. Really good job.
Really good.
Really good. Shout out to Adam Sandler. Tag him in the comments. Number 2, Blended. What you laughing at?
Yeah, Scar tag him in the comments. Kate.
What?
You said tag him in the comments. It's just funny, bro.
Why?
Come on.
Why'd you say Scar Kate?
There are 2 viewers right now.
Oh yeah, no, tag him in the comments. Maybe one of us will do it himself. Kate himself's gonna tag him. All right, number 2 is Blended. I don't know if y'all heard me, but yeah, that one's classic. Same thing Mason said, man. I could watch that movie over and over, honestly. Like it's a good one. It's a good one. It's touching in some ways. It's funny. Adam Sandler. Yeah, just love that one. Number 1. Oh man, I put number 1. Just go with it. I was surprised it wasn't even on your list.
Yeah, I know it's hard not.
But just go with it, dude. That's like
Alright.
Jennifer Aniston.
It's
She
just
go
fun,
to
man.
Adam
It's
Sandler's.
fun.
It's super
Just go,
fun.
it's good.
I can rewatch it all the time. It's literally funny nonstop. I mean, it's also like OG to me. I feel like it's just a good movie. Can always watch it. So yeah, that's my 5 right there. I don't have any really honorable mentions. It's just as hard as it is here, Josh.
All right, my list. I want to point out right off the bat a newer one that isn't really a classic Adam Sandler movie, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But it could very well make my list. Considered it's received highly by everyone. Is Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't watched. I need to watch, but everyone does that. Honorable mentions. I have Blended and Click in my honorable mentions for that one. Number 5, I have Longest Yard.
Cool,
That's
too.
just
That was hard not to
classic,
put in there.
classic football movie.
I like that.
My list is pretty Adam Sandler like sports related, just because those are the movies I grew up with and stuff. Number 4, I have Grown Ups. First one. That's just a classic. I just like the dynamic that all those guys have together. Number 3 is I have 50 First Dates. It's one of my
Another
favorite
solid
rom-coms ever.
With Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, just like Blended. But that's a classic. That is something we referenced in Orlando all the time, trying to coach kids. It's like 50 first dates every single day going to practice. Number 2, I have Happy Gilmore. And number 1, I have Waterboy. And so, so pretty sports.
We're all
sports
pretty-
centric, but
The crazy thing is
We're all pretty
the
scattered.
basketball one is really good. You seen that?
Hustle. That's
Hustle,
a
yeah,
new
that's a
one,
good one,
and
yeah.
it's like right off the bat, like that one comes to mind just because it's recent and that's really good. And he plays it different. It's not your
Yeah.
typical Adam Sandler.
You know what?
It seems like who he'd be as like your
And it's
uncle or
like,
dad.
you know what? I want to put that in my list, but then after looking through everything he's been in and
it's hard
everything,
to- it's hard.
it's so tough, man.
Yeah,
The thing
you-
about Longest Yard, dude, is you can't even get football movies or any like stuff like that.
No, not at
where
all.
actors can even make it look good anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler does all his comedy. He can go right into football and make it look
Yeah.
like actually like football. Like it
Yeah.
looks.
That's what they made it look like. Actually, same with like Waterboy, even with Bobby Boucher
Yeah,
being
yeah.
as ridiculous as he is. The football in those movies looked like football.
Yeah.
Now you see, like currently, you see what like All American
Dude, I
or
don't
whatever
wanna
the
talk about
shows,
the show.
and they
It'll
run
be
like
canceled.
it's like
It's so bad.
I've watched the first 2 or 3 seasons. I can't pick it back up.
You
It's so
remember
bad.
our cousin Caleb, who's
Yeah.
a basketball player?
Mhm.
He talks about how much he loves it. He's like, "Oh, this seems so
Sounds-
dope
no,
in
it's-
football."
yeah.
It's
It's
not.
bad.
I'm like, bro, that's
Worst-
not football,
worst-
bro.
worst,
I don't know what you see, but that
worst
ain't
routes
football.
I've ever seen. man.
Even when I got in the drama, if someone ran a route, it was so bad. I was just like, dude, I'm turning this on.
Everything's bad, dude.
You know what's not bad is Euphoria, like football scenes are not too bad.
I don't remember.
They're cool. They're very cool cinematic.
Yeah.
Good shots. Have you seen?
I think that's what. Yeah.
You being a Zack and Cody fan, have you seen Big Daddy though?
I've not seen.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Have you seen Big Daddy?
Yeah. Some big.
Bro, okay? That's another one that's kind of related because he's like a hockey player.
That was in my 10. That was
Okay.
my top 10.
You got
I made
it.
a top 10.
I know. It's one
You
of those.
need to go
I haven't
home
seen.
and watch Big Daddy before Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is just okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. I will say I forgot it was him. I forgot it was what's his name? That was the kid.
Yeah.
I forgot it was Cody.
They
That
just
was
switched
the
them
kid.
in and
Yeah.
out. Like, all right, your turn. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
just like the girl back in the old. What's the old show? Whatever. Mary Kate and Elizabeth Olsen's twin sisters.
yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley in whatever movie or TV show. I can't remember what it was.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah,
but yeah, a lot more Adam Sandler movies on our radar than what we previously
We
thought.
have to-
made this, but not a bad ranking.
We need to do
for
a
sure.
So we need to do a Nickelodeon for agenda.
We need to
Just
do
stay
a
reminded.
Nickelodeon bracket.
Nickelodeon bracket, and then we
coming
need
up.
a new actor, actress.
Yeah, we can.
top 5.
I say Ben Stiller would be a good one to do.
Ben Stiller. I mean, there's a lot of them.
No,
I mean,
no.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, we can always add it here and
Ben Stiller's
there.
not
New
bad.
actors and actresses.
Yep.
All right. So, lastly on our agenda here, we have a new segment, new kind of idea that Cade came up with. Actually, we're calling it Pick Six. And this time it's 3v3 Marvel characters. And so we each came with 6 different Marvel characters, and we're going to throw them out to the other 2 people. And within those 6,
Discuss.
yep, and within those 6, they have to decide which 3 characters they want on their side and which 3 characters they want attacking them on the other side. So it's pretty much attacking and defending them. And they have to choose a team of 3.
How do
Not-
you? Yeah.
And so we each came with our list. Try to make it a little bit tough.
How do you guys feel with your list?
I have 2. I give you guys both.
I had a little bit of trouble getting my 6 because I was trying to run through the scenario in my head.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to make it like
I'd pick it for
evenly
myself.
matched. Like, oh, I'm gonna put Doctor Strange and Wanda on there. Well, that's easy. Just pick one on the other so they can combat each other. So I tried to like really.
I'm hoping it actually did show some difficulty. So it's. This is me trying to throw like new segments out there. But
absolutely.
I was trying to make my 6 and then me choose. And
exactly.
See
it was.
And I didn't want to be basic. I don't want to be like.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Mine definitely is.
Yeah. So mine's pretty scattered too. Mace, you want to start?
Yeah. Do one of you guys want?
No, you give us 6 characters. Me and Josh will discuss who we want to defend.
Both y'all.
So are we gonna come up with our 6?
Yeah,
you and me together?
We'll be together, and then you can tell us otherwise after we decide.
Okay.
What you think is the idea?
And we're gonna discuss like why. Why should we have these 3?
And this will mainly strictly come off of MCU movies, I guess. If you're reaching like
I didn't go out of MCU.
Mace reaching in Moon Knight throwing planes at people from the comics.
Just give me Vision. I don't care if the other 5 are against me. Give me Vision.
We're going off of their on-screen stuff here as far as powers and what they've gone through and stuff. Okay. So what's your list?
All right,
go slow. I want to hear every character. You know what I mean?
All right, you got Daredevil, Spider-Man, Bucky, Ant-Man, Moon Knight, Hawkeye.
Repeat them.
Daredevil, Spider-Man, Bucky, Ant-Man, Moon Knight, Hawkeye. Pick 3 to defend you. Pick 3 to attack you.
Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ant-Man, Hawkeye.
Spider-Man, Daredevil, Bucky, Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Moon Knight.
Interesting.
Bucky. All right, I'm writing the list so we can look at it.
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
Spider-Man, Daredevil, yep. Ant-Man, Hawkeye, yep.
All right, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Bucky. I mean, instantly, you gotta take Spider-Man, right?
I think you can take Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I think he's the strongest out of that whole group.
Yeah, for sure. We haven't seen too much Moon Knight, but we do gotta be careful about that dude because we know he's got 3 different.
You know he can throw stuff at people, right? You know he crashes planes into people, right? Comic book 616. No, it's killing me.
Man, this is.
Do you think you've seen Daredevil more than me? Do you think
Daredevil is very similar to Spider-Man in the aspects of how acrobatic he is and his senses. As far outside of his senses, like his durability and everything, he's a normal guy.
How do you feel about Hawkeye versus?
So
would you not take Hawkeye?
I almost put Hawkeye on my list. I ended up leaving him off. Hawkeye, I thought of it for a second. It's hard for me to figure out where Hawkeye is. What stage we're really taking him at. If he's early Avenger Hawkeye, he's cool. If he's current Hawkeye, he's old and beat up.
I would love to see.
But if he's in-game Hawkeye, you take what he did the entire time during the blip, and that's a different kind of.
I would love to see a Hawkeye versus Bucky matchup. That would be interesting. Even though Bucky might,
I personally don't think Hawkeye wins that versus Bucky. No. You can't. I don't think it's close.
What about new Bucky? What about Congressman Bucky?
I haven't seen Bucky fight normal.
I'm gonna go. I feel like just to play it safe, I think I'd want to take Ant-Man too. You got small, medium, large.
You think? I mean,
yeah, he could grow big.
He can do exactly what he did to Iron Man to any of those people in Civil War.
And I think I'm gonna be safe and take Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight, from the little time we've seen Moon Knight,
I think Moon Knight could give Bucky a fair fight.
I think that I'd take the risk in taking Moon Knight.
I'd take Spider-Man beats Daredevil.
Spider-Man beats Daredevil.
Ant-Man can find a way to deal with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Ant-Man beat Kang in this current MCU, so Hawkeye will be no problem.
Bro did get messed up by Kang. His ants basically. The Cassie beat Kang.
So what are we doing?
Cassie.
Spider-Man,
Ant-Man,
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Ant-Man,
Moon Knight.
Hawkeye's
coming after
going against Daredevil, Hawkeye, and Bucky.
Bucky's scary, man.
I don't know. I'll take my
Bucky.
At the end of the day,
Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Black Widow.
I will say that,
caused some damage.
But at the end of the day, it's not necessarily we're matching them up like that. But it's a team battle, not a 1v1, and we
Right.
saw what Spider-Man did to Bucky in Civil War.
I'm thinking about Moon Knight when he
Ooh,
See,
there
you saw what
Yeah.
Spider-Man did
Yeah.
to Bucky in Civil War.
Yeah.
So
bro caught his arm.
Spider-Man really went on like a 3v1, just like went one after the other and kind of soloed all of them.
I love that scene, man. But yeah, I think I'll take my chances with Moon Knight against Bucky.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think even Bucky. It'd be interesting to see Ant-Man and Bucky, even though if Bucky gets that one punch on him, he's gonna be knocked. But it'd be cool to see Bucky deal with him shrinking,
Mhm.
or even if he like grew twice the size. But
Yep.
yeah, I think that's what I'd go with.
All right.
Just to play it
Okay.
safe.
Good stuff.
You like that?
I do
You
like
that. Let us know in the comments if you think differently. But then again, you won't know as much as us, so we know that.
Yeah, I can give mine.
Give yours.
All right, Josh.
So at first, when I was making my list, I wanted to be
Right.
different and go all with people who don't necessarily have superpowers and give you guys all street level.
okay.
But as I was making mine, it was a lot more difficult. So it's kind of a mix between the two.
Okay.
So mine, I have Sam Wilson, Captain America. I have Red Guardian. I have Punisher. I have Drax. I have Killmonger.
Dude,
Oh, boy.
this is scattered.
I know. And then I have, for my sixth, I have Vulture.
Vulture.
Dude, I went so
random.
scattered.
This is
I went
random.
all over the place.
All right.
doing
This
it.
dude
I
was.
went all over the place. Not similar whatsoever.
All right, we
But-
got Sam
All right,
Wilson.
first of all, I like Drax a lot, but I've also seen him get beat up a lot in the comics.
know.
But who's he get beat up by? Thanos, Ronan. So I mean, he's going against like big time guys.
His intro, I feel like, was the only time we saw him do something. I feel like,
yeah, unless
his
it's
intro.
like side stuff,
yeah,
you know, like side looks.
yeah. Just when they introduced him, honestly, I just got, like I told you, I was watching it in order again. I saw like the Guardians. When you first see him, bro, he's actually pretty scary because he's like eyeing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, not to get into detail on those.
Now,
stuff, but yeah.
now because Sam Wilson took Red Hulk, I'm probably taking him.
I'm taking
over
Sam. He's
Red.
got, like I said, we talked about. He got the wings, the vibranium
Yeah.
wings. He got the shield. He got the
I-
flight.
I already know we're taking Killmonger, bro.
Yeah,
And
I'm taking
and my
Killmonger.
backup to that is the What If series. Whenever he freaking takes over Iron Man stuff, with that. So I'm going. I would say Killmonger on my team. I'm saying he'd be able to take out the Punisher.
Sam Wilson's taking out Vulture easily. Gotta.
Yeah, and then you got Red Guardian and Drax, and I think Drax is a little bit more because he's gone against not
Yeah.
just people on Earth, but
Taking Drax
aliens.
over, yeah.
So maybe Drax, Killmonger, Sam Wilson is that what we're thinking?
That's what I think, yeah.
So Sam Wilson, Drax, and Killmonger.
Sam Wilson takes down Vulture pretty quickly. Drax could probably easily shut down the Red Guardian, maybe even the Punisher too.
Yeah.
Killmonger and Drax versus Punisher and Red Guardian, yeah.
I like that.
I think that'll, and then Sam Wilson. I feel like Sam Wilson could knock Vulture down quick enough to even go help him if they needed it. So
It's a very interesting take on Killmonger versus Punisher.
That's very heavy Killmonger people though. We love Killmonger.
No, I know you're very heavy Killmonger.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's that
if
mentality,
if he's not in the Black Panther suit, Killmonger versus Punisher simply on gun skills and anything alone.
I'm saying
I-
outsmarts him is what I was saying because
I
they're
just
I don't know.
it's
You
hard
saw
for me to
his,
decide that one. I know you're a very heavy Killmonger,
Yeah.
and I'm not mad at either decision, but I think it's a lot tougher than what.
Yeah,
plus you've probably seen more Punisher than me. I didn't watch.
you've
the
seen.
series.
I've seen very
He
little.
hasn't watched
Punisher.
Punisher, so
Yeah.
you know
But I'm not mad at it.
he's my go-to at Marvel Rivals, though,
definitely-
so I can't really say anything.
Yeah,
I'd be
your
balling
4
out
career
Punisher,
games.
bro. What you
You
mean?
never play with me anymore, man.
Okay, at least I have more than him. All right.
But
Okay,
All right,
you
y'all
guys
ready
say-
for mine?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to write it down?
Golly, bossy man, you been bossy.
Write
Can you hear me, bro?
baby. Hopefully mine's pretty interesting.
All right, here we go.
I really want to make y'all struggle.
You want to make us struggle?
That's the point.
That's crazy.
Right?
All right, let's go.
Deal. All right, you got number 1, Hella.
Oh, I had that in my second one. I like that.
Hella. Number 2, Deadpool. Number 3, Ebony Maw.
oh,
I don't even know how to spell that.
Ebony Maw. To be honest, I didn't even know bro's exact name.
yeah. Man, I know all of them. All my Marvel knowledge, like especially Marvel points, everything is all stored into Infinity War. And so
Yeah.
everything outside of that
Bro
is
just
so
left it
scattered.
out.
But
I'll
like
let you-
Infinity
I'll
War,
give you
I'm
one.
locked in.
Number 4, Spider-Man.
Okay.
Number 5, Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Number 6, Big Groot.
Off of
Hella, Deadpool, Ebony Maw, Spider-Man.
Big Groot, Guardians 3.
Guardians 1, Big Groot.
Oh,
My bad. Yeah, I
okay.
forget he's. Let's do Guardians 1, Big Groot.
All right, so OG Groot.
OG Groot, yeah.
okay.
I forgot he's like buff Groot.
Hella didn't technically get beat.
I think before any of them, I'm taking Silver Surfer before anything.
It's tough,
He's the most powerful character.
I
on the
know,
list.
but it's tough because I just watched the Fantastic Four, the second one. And
Oh, that
he
movie
did
not treat him right, but as far
But I
as
agree, yeah.
character, he's by far the most powerful.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with going against Groot. I think
am
he'd be a
too.
good enemy. I like Spider-Man on my team.
I think Deadpool could withstand Groot
Yeah.
with his ability to regenerate and everything.
Yeah,
it's the regenerate part that got me, bro.
You 100 I would not be surprised if we get some kind of scene of Deadpool pissing Groot off and him having branches go all through him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd be
All
okay
right,
with
but-
going as Groot, but
But Spider-Man and Deadpool, I think, is your thing. Because Silver Surfer, you for sure want. I think you for sure want Hella, right?
I think so.
I mean, she's taking down Asgardians.
Yeah.
So then it comes down to Deadpool and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man who doesn't kill, but Deadpool isn't a problem with it. And then
Doesn't
he's
die.
unkillable. Yeah.
That's tough, man. But
But who would take down Deadpool if it's Ebony Maw? I guess could take down Deadpool pretty easy.
yeah, I mean, we saw what he did to Strange.
Yeah. Oof. So you say
You can say that. I mean, I don't know. Maw took out Strange. Wasn't Strange unconscious though?
he got
No,
hit
he
by
took
the
it
fire thing, right?
No.
Oh, he choked him
It
out.
was a fair fight.
He
Ebony Maw
squeezed
took
him
him out.
Yeah.
Ebony Maw also escaped Spider-Man from trying to get him. I mean, they did have the spaceship suck him in.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that quick
I
Infinity
know,
War.
I am too.
He did get outsmarted.
But
by
I
Spider-Man.
think Hella could take down Ebony Maw.
Okay. Fair enough. So that's your biggest threat. So you want Deadpool or Spider-Man? Is what you're saying?
What's your take on it?
That's tough, man.
I think
he
it's
could.
really the Deadpool versus Spider-Man match.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
think so.
I think he could take him. If he's killing, he's for sure gonna be able to.
I can see it as both ways.
I see it as both ways.
I can see
It's
Deadpool
really
straight up
tough.
just slicing, bro.
Yeah.
If he gets there, and
He has
Deadpool's
hands
still
on him.
quick.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. That's tough. But you could also get. I don't know. Then, like you said, Silver Surfer.
So you guys are definitely-
Spider-Man could just wear him out, or
That is
Deadpool
true.
could just wear Spider-Man out.
I think I have to. As much as I love Spidey, I'd probably have to say Deadpool.
Yeah, just because.
To regenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Deadpool's as trained of a killer as Killmonger or somebody like that, if not more,
Yeah.
outside of his ability to regenerate.
I did want to tell y'all an interesting fact before this.
Oh.
I almost put Black Symbiote Spider-Man, but I took it off.
Oh, that might have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
I probably should have left it on there, but I did have that on there at first. I just was kind of like feeling iffy. I was like, maybe I just original Spider-Man.
That's all right.
Might be too OP if I put Black Spider-Man.
Silver Surfer, Hella, Deadpool versus Maw, Spider-Man, and Groot.
I like that.
That's good. I like it.
So you take Hella, Deadpool, and Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I like
They can
that.
fight.
I expected y'all.
I hope Silver Surfer gets treated right in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't expect. I expected y'all to struggle most with Ebony Maw. I thought y'all.
I know. I would. Yeah.
I thought y'all would take him because he does dude. Before I just rewatched Infinity War, I was like, "You think Ebony Maw?" Like, oh yeah, that's the dude with the whole freaking, just freaking move everything. But
He does deserve more respect too. So.
Oh yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
it's definitely an interesting take.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for episode 3 of Dream Juice Chronicles, live and in person.
Live in person. Here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I think we got a lot of great stuff planned for the future. I think the segments we had today give a lot of leeway for different things we can explore and get into in the future also. So that was fun.
I like
boys.
those are new. I like those new segments.
Yeah.
I like the. I'm excited to do a Nickelodeon bracket.
Mhm.
I like the six. I do like the six thing. It makes you think outside the box of stuff we haven't seen before. The
Yeah.
matchups and everything like that. The pick six. I like that.
Yeah.
We should probably add that to the
Definitely,
future agendas
yeah.
for sure.
We're definitely starting to establish some segments for the future that we can really branch out on. So
Comment down your favorite. Comment below your favorite.
What favorite?
Your favorite segment of episode 3.
yeah, comment below.
Really good, really good.
Let us know if you have any other ideas. Make sure to like and subscribe.
For sure.
And that'll do it for Dream Juice Chronicles episode 3.
See ya.